you ever felt.
Are you listening?
So here we are in Hot Dogs, Horseshoes, and Hand Grenades VR. I've got a couple of FiveSevens here, which I'm going to be using for an Akimbo run. So I'm going to lock that up there. Go ahead and spawn lock magazines all over because I'm going to be using those. Actually, I'm going to take those out. Just pop that in there and pop that in there. Come here. Now what's really neat about this game is that everything is simulated down to the individual bullets. So you can see it actually grabbed that bullet and it's sliding forward. You can see in there moving. And the round is chambered. Now with a FiveSeven, if you take the magazine out, even though there is still a round in there, it will not fire. So I'm going to go ahead and discharge that bullet. There she goes. Put the magazine in. Now again, it won't fire because there's not a bullet chambered, although you heard the click because it was charged and ready to fire, but there's no gas from another bullet to operate the slide for me, so it just stayed locked. Now as I pull this out, it's going to go ahead and grab the round and push it forward into the barrel. And it's ready to go. Also, that line I actually have, and let's see, where is that? Set firearm, yeah. It draws bullet trails. Now you can see without it, that's how it would really be. Although you can see if I shoot at the ground, see how it's hitting on the ground and back there? The ballistics in this game are all fully realized. So as I pop that in there, I'm going to need to charge it. And I'm going to go ahead and draw bullet trails. So now when I fire, you can actually see the path of the bullet as it hits the ground and bounce. Look, that one had 2 ricochets. Now if you fire at too deep of an angle, the projectile is actually just going to shatter on impact. You can see those little sparks. That's the bullet disintegrating as it hits. Now, flat angle like that, you can see as I get wider, there it starts to ricochet. Also different materials, so that's concrete, it's digging in and destroying the bullet, as opposed to, I'm not sure what the black stuff is supposed to be made out of, maybe some sort of tile. But it is all modeled realistically. It's very, very neat. Now you see when those turn green, you can see this one's still white and this one's green. When I go ahead and let go of these, the one in my right hand is going to pop back here. The one in my left hand is just going to fall because it's not locked in. See that? Here's the one from my right hand. So when you're using 2 pistols like this, you lock them both so that they both drop back there. That way, when you are out of ammo, you can dump your mags, let go of your guns, and they will appear back there, still with the slides back. So here they are. You can grab these mags, jam them in the back of the gun, pick your guns back up, and do one of these numbers, which is going to charge them. I actually dumped a couple extra rounds there, but when you're going quick, it doesn't matter. So I'm going to show you what that looks like in a little bit faster of a situation here. So empty my guns. They're both empty. Drop the mags, let them go, grab the fresh mags, slam them in, grab them. Very cool. Very, very cool. And if you still have a round, at least one round in the gun, you won't need to charge them. You can just dump your mags, grab fresh ones, slam them in, and you're good to keep shooting. Look at that. So, on top of these pistols, which actually I'm going to go ahead and put a laser sight on each one of these, just so it's a little bit easier for me to aim, since I won't be using iron sights. You can actually look at that, just like with the magazine, you can put that on while the gun is in the holster. That is pretty neat. Okay, so lasers are on. I'm going to go ahead and grab, I don't know. Let's do like an M16, something good and classic. Gonna go ahead and grab that. Let's do the standard magazine here. Give us a little bit extra ammo. Pull that charging handle back, take it off of safe. beautiful. Very nice. And with this virtual stock here, as I push it, you can see it starts riding up my non-existent in the game shoulder, which makes it very stable. It's a great feature of this game. Now this gun, that will fire without a magazine, just so you're aware. I mean, there are a million ways you can hit the bolt release here. You can push forward to release it if it's stuck up like that. Very, very neat. Very simulated. Put that back on fire, put that on full. Great rifle, very easy to control. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and spawn like that there. This one I'm not going to put any extras on because I just like the look of this gun. And iron sights, it's just the way to do it. Alright, so I am going to have, that's 10,000 health is a little bit too much. Alright, human, now I have 4,000, so that'll be a little bit nicer, well, a little bit more realistic. I'm going to go ahead and start. Oh, and right off the bat, I forgot melee weapons, so this will be nice. I don't love melee in this game because there's not a lot of feedback when you're hitting the hot dog enemies. I mean, they interact with everything. It's very cool. Oh, that one actually got jammed. If you had, actually here, I have this. If you put that there, it actually will stabilize your firearm, which is very cool. So, watch without. Oh. And with. Very neat. I'm going to charge that. I'm going to go ahead and spawn like that up there so that that'll pop back. So if I'm doing one of these, I can let go. And let's see, quad damage, I will go ahead and take that, although I don't love using these things. I'll use it early on. Ooh, very nice. Oh, tracer rounds. Why tracer rounds? So we are just going to take this little guy. Oops. I don't know why I did what I just did, but is there a round in there? There surely is. Okay. Can I manually cock the hammer? I don't believe so. It's going to dump the round, or the magazine. Oh, nope, there we go. If I go to the right, it does cock it. So that is good to go. I am actually going to just hang on to this pistol, use it first, and then switch to the rest, just for fun. If I find a gun like that at one of the rooms, I do kind of like to take them. And, empty the ammo they gave for me, even if it's just a little 22. It's fun, at least testing all the guns that they give you in this game, of which there are a lot. So I also use arm swinger, which you can see I'm just holding my controllers and moving them up and down. You actually hold the buttons, the top ones for the Oculus controllers, move up and down. When you're actually moving, it's like you're running. It actually works just fantastically. It feels good. I do have some weights that I strap to my wrists, which makes this quite a workout. I mean, at least for me, I'm pretty fucking out of shape, so. But let's see if we can find some of these guys. Burn this gun and switch to our dually FiveSevens down there. Okay, so there's the take and hold point. Now with arm swinger, it is a little harder to sneak, or like make finite movements. Like if I'm here, I'm actually going to want to move around. Oh shit. Actually going to want to move around. I'm going to hide and see if I can get this guy with a melee. But like if I was using the thumbstick to move, I could pop around really easily, but with this I'm going to have to move my hands. Oh, gun didn't fire. Okay, well that was almost a deadly mistake. Did I not take that off of safe? Where is safe? Where is safe? Is that safe? That's the safety, but... Oh. How did I do that? Up. Up. Okay. Well, I'm going to go ahead and just dump this. Garbage. I fucked that all up. So, let's use the M16 first. So, fine gun. So this one is nice because I can hide back here and nobody's coming up behind me, so I can just take a little firing step here. I'm actually going to grab that, stabilize. Boom. Little burst to the face. And if you have like a heavy machine gun that kicks back as you're going, you can hold it from the bottom. Oh. And it'll still kick up. But, oh, devastating. But you can do that with a machine gun and just really ruin someone's day there. Oof. I'm glad I brought this along because these 5.7 rounds will not pierce those shields. They kind of leave you pretty vulnerable. Unless, of course, you get quad damage. Alright, let's see, where to next? Let's head out. So you can see with this arm swinger, like I said, I mean it's... Oh. Dump. Grab your mags. Charge them. Wow, where are all these guys coming from? They're running away. Come back here. Dump. Oh, didn't dump this one. Come on. With the physics, you do kind of have to sometimes shake the gun, or your magazine will just kind of flop around in there. So sometimes, and give it a good shake as you press the magazine release. Now, I'm sure I heard another guy back here. So we are going to see if we can't chop him up. I'm sure I heard him. So we're going to be little sneaky boys. And where are you? You little bastard. Where's this hot dog son of a bitch? Now they can hear operating sounds. So if I'm banging or I'm reloading, I'm like, oh, I'm dropping my magazines. Oh, I'm all over the place. Oops, oops, oops. The enemies will actually be able to hear that. And sometimes they'll come looking for you, although I don't think this guy survived. He must have got shot by one of his buddies because they love to shoot each other. That's like their whole thing. Dump the mags. Dump the mags. Alright. So let's trigger this. Hashtag triggered. And now we wait for these sausage to come and try to kill me. 16 for this guy. Alright, well, not a great start. But go ahead and run back here. Ho, ho, ho. And they'll come in from everywhere here, not like the last one where I was pretty well safe. Lucky shots through their shield viewport. I should be coming from back there. Let's see if I can... Oh, shit. Always reload when you get the chance. Huh. Let's, look at that. Boom, boom, boom. First one, huh? It looks like that's the only place they're coming from. Kind of avoiding back here, which is weird, but... It is only the second control point, so less enemies to spawn. Maybe they're all just choosing over here. Look at this guy. Oh, that's it. They all spawn from there. All right. Now, when you can see, I haven't been visiting the blue thing here. This is why I keep looking at my wrist. The blue thing leads me to an equipment room where I can find other guns, things like that. The yellow one leads me to those take and hold points. And I have been avoiding the equipment rooms because I have plenty of equipment already. Actually, gonna put those there too. So, if I do stumble across an already used weapon room, I can still grab the shit that's in there. More will spawn on top. So I'll never be out of options. Which is good, 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 good. Alright, I know there's a sneaky boy around this corner. Let's see if I can out-sneak this boy. Don't know where my gun was there for a minute, but looks like that all worked out in the end. Alright, so here's an equipment room. What is that? Is that a suppressor? Very cool. I don't know what I would need that for right now. Alright. Oh, those are armor-piercing incendiary rounds. And that's a 5.56. Just to make sure. Truly, truly cool. So what I'm going to do is take that bullet, spawn lock it, add a bunch to right here, and I'm going to dump this mag. Boop, 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 boop. That's a lot of bullets. I probably could have just fired that. I'm going to load this magazine with armor-piercing incendiary bullets because RN Jesus was very, very generous to me and gave me some to use. Plenty. Okay, so I'm actually going to get rid of these magazines because I don't want them anymore. I'm just going to use these guys. Don't need those bullets. And this little mag, I'll go ahead and sign that in here. You guys can see. Ooh, look at that. That's a donkey-looking gun. Look at that. Stock there. Alright. Semi. Auto. Ooh, devastating. Okay, well, now we got these bad boys. So this is going to be a mess. Armor piercing, they are. I mean, and you already saw what they do to those guys' shields. So they already are devastating. But now they are also going to do a lot more damage with the incendiary effect. So what I'm going to do is come around here. And kind of back in the corner. Oh. Ooh, quick reload there. I'm actually going to hide around here. This will give me kind of a better pat on each side. I can keep aiming over here, look over there. Easily hose anybody who walks into the room while still having a good eye, and if need be, I can grab my gun like that if I got them coming in from both sides. Hopefully it won't come to that because this M16 is not super accurate one-handed, as to be expected, although it is up against my shoulder. Dump that mag, slap a fresh one home, and you never have to charge it. You can see a live round popped out there. As long as you still got at least one gun in the magazine, just like in real life. I mean, one bullet in the magazine, my mistake. Boom. Alright. So it looks like they're going to slow down here. So go ahead and come out of cover. There they are. Boom, right in the balls. Sorry, friendo. I'm going to reload this. Pull these guys out. Very cool. Alright, on to the next place. Gotta do this one real quick. Running down here. Oh, he was armored. Dump him. Clip him. Charge him. Very cool. There's one more down there. Maybe more. Got him. Dump him. Add the clips. Charge them up, and we are good to fire. Very cool. Oh, he shot his shield, buddy. I appreciate that. Now see, shooting at the ground like that at such a shallow angle, that will actually pop up, and a lot of times it'll hit the shield guys right in their feet. And that's one of their few exposed weak points, besides that little viewport right in front of them. So that is actually a great tactic if you were to have a shotgun. You just aim it at a shallow angle, and it will just destroy their little tootsies. So I am actually going to take a quick jog up top here. The dudes will come in behind me, but this gives me a much better base of fire than if I were to remain low, especially when these guys do come in. Giving them the high ground is a mistake you don't want to make. So here I'm actually easily covered. I can watch a lot of entrances easily. I'll come in through there. I can't directly see them walking in. Oh, excuse me. But I will be able to quickly take cover if need be, come around and fire. I am getting better with this arm swing, making finite movements. I've been a little worried about that because you can't usually make as many finite movements, but I'm getting better at it. Just takes a little practice. Love a bullet hose. These armor-piercing incendiary rounds are as devastating as they sound. Let's recharge, reload that. We are good to go. Nobody's coming up behind us. We must be the sneakiest boys in the entire place. Here they come. You can see their armor wears off first. I do love body shots. Body shots are effective, especially when using a 5.56 armor-piercing incendiary rounds. Anything is going to be effective anywhere you hit them there. But body shots help you control, and with higher recoil firearms, the gun will climb from body to head, thus hitting the armor at the body, weak points in between the body and the armor, and then ultimately the head. Like I said, with the shield guys, I like to start at their little tootsies and work up because their tootsies are exposed, but let's see. Where are we headed? Where are we at? We're 1800 health, so we a little bit under half health. Health does go kind of quickly in this game. Very cool, very cool. Makes you feel like a badass. Let's make sure there's no sneaky boys around here. Look at that, you got a room full of sneaky boys. Anybody hanging around that corner. Now watch the ricochet. See? Anybody in there is going to be at least injured. Of course, there's nobody in there, but let's see what they got for us today. I did see a smoke grenade behind us. Nice, the gun we just got. Oh. With a bigger magazine. I'm going to go ahead and just use that for fun. So, switch that to auto. Grab this smoke grenade. Actually, I believe you can pull the pin, put it there, it'll stay. Spawn lock it. Oh no, when you spawn lock it, the pin comes back. That is a shame. You know what? It actually makes sense because I believe if you pull the pin and don't spawn lock it, the pin is still gone. Perfect. So those are ready to deploy. And if you have not, I'm going to actually put this on my shoulder for a minute. If you have not seen the smoke effects in this game, don't get disappointed. They don't look like smoke, but they certainly are a great alternative performance-wise. They function like smoke. It has physics enabled, so it will billow around and kind of stay in this little area down here and push up. It'll push into that room, but it won't really clip through the walls very much because each of those, I believe, is a physical object to an extent. I can't clip, I can clip right through them, but it also, I believe, blocks the bot's view, and it'll block mine too. You can see. Look at that. I can't see shit. So it functions as smoke needs to be without being performance intensive. I think it's an incredibly clever way to kind of get around that limitation while still having effective smoke. Now, it doesn't last as long as I'd really like it to, but that's okay. You have infinite of them, so just throw a few more. Now this little double-barreled magazine is actually going to give me plenty of firepower. Even though these rounds aren't armor-piercing or incendiary, when you've got, what is this, 250, 300 rounds, when you got so many rounds, it really doesn't matter. I'm actually going to pull that stock right out a little bit. You know, I should have saved this. This is back to that room where I don't have anybody coming in behind me. So this is a great place to set up your little machine gun station. I wish I had a bipod for this guy. But we are just gonna wait for the boys to roll in, pop them out. See if we can get through this without switching guns or magazines. Alright, took a couple hits there. Oh, and we're out. Shit, I didn't realize we were that low. Watch this. Smoke out the whole area. Get a couple more ready to throw. Watch this. Close it down. Get another one in. Look at that. You can't do that in a normal first-person shooter. He got me. Oh, point blank with a shotgun. Alright, well, that was that. So I'm going to go ahead and turn myself to 1 hit, so I have 10 health. I'm going to pull out a Smith & Wesson 500 with 1 round. Put that in there. Go ahead and spin that. Well, thanks for watching, everyone.